Hello everybody, it's Jennifer of JennySueMakeup.com and welcome back to my channel. So my topic of today is all about how to wear glitter eyeshadow as an adult without looking like you're a middle schooler. It's one of those beauty rules that I kind of want to debunk, that apparently they say that when you get older, like in your 30s, 40s, 50s, you're not supposed to wear glitter eyeshadow, that it's just taboo. It doesn't look good, it looks childish. Well, I'm here to say that that is not true. I like to debunk a lot of beauty myths and say, wear what makes you feel good, wear what makes you feel pretty, confident, fun, whatever you want to do. So I love to wear glitter eyeshadow. And I do think that there are a couple of little tips and tricks you can do when wearing it that makes you be able to pull it off with ease and to make it look a little more sophisticated if that's how you want it to look. But today I'm going to focus on wearing glitter eyeshadow as an adult, as a 41-year-old lady, where it looks a little more sophisticated, subdued, but still gives you that little bit of oomph and glam to your eye makeup that maybe you wouldn't wear on a normal Tuesday. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how I do it and how you can pull it off, and it's really simple and really easy. I just have on kind of my normal everyday neutral eyeshadows, which I think is great when you're adding glitter, because again, I want it to feel a little bit more sophisticated and understated and not too over the top. So I'm just wearing, neutral taupes, brown eyeshadows, and I'm wearing a black eyeliner with a little bit of brown eyeshadow on top to kind of blur the black and make it look really soft. And so the tools that I'm going to be using today for the glitter eyeshadow tutorial are these PIxi by Petra cream eyeshadows. Now they're specifically called the Liquid Fairy Lights, and they are cream eyeshadows. I will show you what they look like. So you open them up and they have this little, I don't know really what you would call this applicator. It's kind of like a little foam applicator. And you can either use these straight on your eyelid and paint them on, or if you're like me and you just love to use a makeup brush, I'm going to use a synthetic brush such as these, kind of like little concealer brushes. And then I have one that's super, super tiny if I want to get kind of really specific on my eyelids. So it's just gonna kind of be like whatever I feel like doing today once I get into it. So the three colors that I have right here, I think there is maybe one or two other colors that I don't own. These were gifted to me by PIxi. Thank you, PIxi. They're pretty inexpensive. I think they're around 13, 14 bucks. And the colors that I have here today are Bare Brilliance. It's kind of a brownish color. I've already got them still on my arm, so I don't know if you can see this, but the brown one, the darkest one, is at the bottom, so that's Bare Brilliance. And then there is a pretty rose gold color, which is called, obviously, Rose Gold. As you can see right here, it is actually the second one right there on my arm, if you can see that. And then the third color that I have here is called Sunray, and it's a pretty golden yellow color, and it's kind of bright. It kind of looks like my lime green shirt a little bit, and it's the top one right here, and it's the lightest of all three. So how I'm going to go about doing this when I am putting on glitter eyeshadow in the cream form such as this, which is a little bit easier than using a loose glitter, so I will say that if you can get a hold of something that's got the glitter already in a cream version, that's going to be the easiest way to go. My kind of three soft rules for doing this is, number one, less is more, obviously. So I've seen it all in the magazines where it's just, they show glitter eye makeup and it's all under their eyes, it's off to the temples, it's high up all the way to their eyebrows, and it's editorial, looks very fun, but in real life might be a little over the top for someone of my age. So less is more. We're just gonna put it right in the middle of the eyelids. Secondly is there's a technique, and the technique is always to pat, pat, pat when you do a cream glitter eyeshadow. Patting works a lot better than swiping does. I can't really tell you why, I just know that the patting motion keeps the glitter exactly where you place it. When you swipe it, it just doesn't seem to stay as well, and the glitter kind of moves around and you have more control if you pat. So pat, pat, pat is your second rule. And the third rule is to set it and let it dry. So that means because it's wet, you need to kind of keep your eyes open and let it dry after you put it on, so that you don't open your eyes immediately and you've got glitter running all around your face. So really those are the three things. Less is more, pat, 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 and let it dry. Okay, so really I've got these three neutral colors right here. All three of them would really work with my eyeshadow palette that I have on, but I'm gonna go with the fun Sunray that seems to kind of match my lime green shirt of the moment. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just take the actual applicator that they have, but I'm also going to have in hand one of my trusty concealer brushes, and it works great with cream eyeshadow products. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually take the applicator and I'm going to pat, pat, pat just in the center of my eyelid. So I'm gonna do basically in between my eye socket and my lash line. So right above my eyeliner, but below my eye socket, because this is the part that I really want to enhance and for where I want that color to show up. And so like I said, pat, pat, pat is better than swiping. I'm taking it almost to the tear duct, but not quite. And I might not even have to use my concealer brush. And again, I'm going above my eyeliner, but below my eye socket. And the great thing about these is you can do a light layer, let it dry, and then you can pat a little bit more if you want it to be a little bit more dramatic. But for me, like I said, I want this to just kind of enhance my eyeshadow look and not be overpowering and make me look like a middle schooler that's just gone wacky with her glitter eyeshadow. So I actually am going to take my synthetic bristle brush and I'm just gonna pat it in again just to make sure that every little particle of glitter is where I want it to be. So how's that looking? Can you see that? And you'll notice I'm keeping my eyelid down so that it has time to dry before I lift my eyelid up. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and go on and do the other eye. And again, I'm gonna go pat, pat, pat. Maybe turn the applicator sideways a little bit. Go right above my eyeliner. Again, kind of wish I hadn't done my mascara before, but you live and you learn as you do these YouTube videos. Just trying to make all these videos nice, short, and concise, and trying to cut steps so you can just see what it is I'm talking about and not fill up your time with a bunch of extra steps. Okay, so there is the sun ray on that side. Again, I'm taking my synthetic brush and just kind of tapping the product in where I want it. The one thing that you need to take notice of is when you're doing things like this with glitter and things that are really obvious, you need to kind of take a step back from your mirror, because when you're looking really up close, everything looks kind of even. But when I step back, I'm like, oh wow, this eye's really dramatic, this one not so much. So I kind of want to even them up. So either I could take a Q-tip and tone this one down, or I could add more to this one so that it matches the more dramatic one. So we're gonna go more dramatic. So I'm gonna take a little bit more product and head back over to this eye and just add a wee bit more so it matches the fun side on my left eye. And this color is so fun. I hear that this lime green color is kind of in. Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that. Apparently that's kind of the in color of the season. All right, that feels a little more even. So honestly, for me, I would stop right there. I feel like that is enough fun for the day. However, if you wanted to go a step further, you could always take a much smaller synthetic bristle brush, like this one is teeny tiny. And what I would do, because I have done this before, so I will take my tinier brush and just tap it on the applicator, and then I'm just gonna tap it right around my tear duct area. Kind of brighten that up ever so slightly. So you don't need to add a ton, but it really will make your eyes pop a little bit more to have that tear duct lined with the glittery shadow. So there we go. I mean, that's not super over the top. And the key is having a smaller applicator. This one would be way too fat to go around your tear duct area. So it is good to have a smaller, skinnier brush to do this with. And that just gives you a little bit of shimmer and glitter underneath. And because I'm a crazy person, I feel like there are little spots that I'm like, oh, that could use a little more glitter. Okay, you gotta know when to say when. All right, so I'm gonna say when. So there we go. There is your glittery eyeshadow look that you can pull off as an adult. And it's totally fun, completely festive. You can be party ready for whatever party. It could be for your birthday, it could be for Valentine's Day, it can be for whatever you want it to be. But it is super fun, but subtle enough that it's not too like crazy crazy. All right, so let me wrap this up. One more little thing about glitter eyeliner. Say, because I know this is a big deal that I see it all over YouTube. A lot of women have questions if you have hooded eyelids, which means that your eyelid kind of goes over and you don't really have this big eye bed space like I have, and the eyelid just tends to droop a little bit closer to the lash line. What I would do is I would actually take one of the darker glitters or something maybe a little bit more colorful, because you can't really see most of this eyelid and you can just see your lash line. I would take a more colorful glitter eyeshadow like this, take your skinny synthetic brush and literally line your eyeliner, like line on top of your eyeliner next to your eyelashes, so that when you open, that's the part that you can see the most when your eyes are open, is along the lash line. And put your glitter right there instead of putting it in the middle of the eyelid. Go ahead and put it right along the lash line, and maybe even add some false eyelashes. I just did a YouTube video about the easiest way to apply false lashes. I did a step-by-step video, so we'll put that up there too so you can see that. In case you want to go the extra mile, if you want to do some glitter eyeshadow and then you want to do some false lashes, I would not be mad at it. It would look so pretty and so fun and so glam. So be sure to go check that one out. So if you have any other questions about glitter eyeshadow, or have any thoughts that you want to tell me, or maybe you've used a glitter eyeshadow that you're like, you know what, Jennifer, you need to know about this one, I would love to hear about it. Put it in the comments below, but definitely check out these PIxi ones if you've been in the market for some glitter eyeshadow. I know it's kind of a specific look, but definitely check them out. They're great. You can get them at Target. You're probably already going to Target for something else, so check them out there. And thanks to PIxi for sending these to me. I love them. I use them all the time, so I really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love if you would do so. It would make me so very happy. And again, as always, follow me on Instagram. Love Instagram too, Twitter, Pinterest, and my blog, JennySueMakeup.com. That would be awesome. So thanks for hanging in there with me. Let me know if you try this fun look, and I'll see you on the next video. The end. How's that? I get really excited when I start talking about makeup. Do you like the way this looks? Yeah? Would you tell me if you didn't? You would tell me if you didn't like it? I like it. I mean, this is very extra for a Tuesday. I mean, I'm wearing some like jeweled earrings, jeweled rings, glitter eyeshadow. I mean, I'm gonna have to do something fun on this Tuesday if I'm looking this special and extra, right? Right?